Hey everybody, welcome back to MojiTzu. For those of you new here, I'm Mojo Perry. I want to say welcome to subscribers, new subscribers, everybody from Rumble, and those of you who have just fallen in on this. This is a post-procedure update, something real quick. Wanted to give everybody an update to let you know how the biopsy procedure went today. It was a pretty interesting day, actually. I showed up very early, around 8 o'clock. Or 9 o'clock, I'm sorry. And then, there was some rigmarole. They kept sending me from one desk to the next. And finally, after I found destination, I started to get prepped. They did a blood sample right away. Then, they did a sugar count because it's important when you go into a procedure, because I was going to be put under anesthesia, right? And then they did, in fact, I don't know if you can see the bruise here on my hand, but this is where they put the IV, and they injected me with this antibiotic and other solution, and of course fentanyl. And then it was really crazy in the room, right? Everybody's talking to me, we were making a big fuss over the name Mojo, and I asked if they were listening to music. Right, the surgeon guy, when he came in to talk to me about things beforehand, I asked, do you listen to music? And he's like, what kind? He said, post-90s. Like, I couldn't live with post-90s. But I'm a Hendrix guy myself, classic rock and stuff. He goes, well, they would say it's dad music. But last I checked, you're the boss in there, aren't you, surgeon, right? He's like, yeah, I am. So he listened to Hendrix while I was under, which is cool, I think. And then they gave me something. They had to do a flush, and boy, did it frickin' burn, man. It was really painful in my hand. Then they just said, breathe deep. The next thing you know, I was coming out of the surgery. And then, of course, they gave me, I was in pain, so they gave me, like, Dilaudid, I forget how much I had a shot, but yeah, it worked. And I was kind of loopy when I left. But so what happened post-biopsy? This is what's got me a little worried. Like, I got to say that the surgeon appeared to me like he was sad. Like, like he genuinely, like he had bad news to report. Because I had asked him specifically to go in there, and while I was in there, could you take a look around and tell me what you're seeing? Like, you have my permission to spend some time there and look around and tell me what's going on. And he did. And the impression I got, like, he was going to have a talk with me, but then he backed out, and then they fell back on what everybody's been saying. So we need these results. But today was the first day that I heard oncologist, referrals to oncologist, and some type of communication must have went on, because all of a sudden my family doctor is sending me emails saying, I know about your procedure. I hope you're doing okay. By the way, do you need a refill on that morphine? Which is polar opposite what I was dealing with, like, not even a week ago. So I have enough things going on that would indicate that it's looking bad. However, I'm still remaining optimistic, and there has been a change. So the very first thing the surgeon says to me was, well, Mojo, I looked on the paperwork and it said that I'm to take a tissue sample, but I didn't see anything about addressing the situation in there. Like, you have a plumbing issue. And so basically, I think he was asking for off-put permission. Am I open to it, to put a stent in there? And what that does is it allows that bile fluids, which is so important for your digestion, folks. It was causing me significant pain. I'm still very sore from the procedure, right? But I finally ate something, and I have to be honest with you, this is the most normal that I have felt, after, eating. So that what that stent is to do is to allow that fluid to flow, right? So if that fluid is flowing, then my body's kind of able to do what they need. Now, some things were revealed to me by this doctor that like I said, I wasn't told what the treatment would be one way or the other, cancerous, non-cancerous. So I think the idea is that they would use some type of chemo to shrink it, and then they go in there and they hack that shit out, I guess. At least that's kind of what my understanding was. But like I said, the thing that makes me feel off-put even right now is how, you know what I mean? Like, you ever get that, have a situation in your life where somebody wanted to tell you something bad, like maybe like you're going to get fired at your job or something, or someone, you know, you're with is cheating on you, and they don't want to tell you, but they know they need to tell you, or they want to tell you, and then you get that behavior, and then that apprehension, and then that real, you know, like that they feel really bad for you. Maybe he's just the most compassionate surgeon I've ever met, but that would indicate to me that he sees and knows things that I don't. And I think the idea is to wait for these results, which I won't have today. I won't have probably tomorrow. I will have it by Friday from what I understand. And then they all warned me. Like there was one nurse that warned me, and he went way out of his way to help me. He had a cousin that worked in pancreatic whatever, and so he made a call directly to them, like on the inside, like help Mojo out. Like, you know, and it's great to have like access like that, right? And then there was other things, you know. So if that stent does its job, then what I can tell you in this journey so far is that I will be able to lighten up, you know, out, you know, like the pain that has been constant and every day. You know, I am really hoping that this is an indication that that's going to subside for a while. The downside is I'm going to have that stent replaced. So it means I'll have to go through all of this again, or removed. But that's the thing, is now I don't have that, at least for the time being. You know, it hasn't even been 12 hours. Well, it has been 12. No, not true, because I didn't go into the procedure until around noon, I believe. So somewhere 12:30, and then it was like a 2-hour procedure. So now, some other questions I have kind of came up. There's been some really just amazing folks. Like, you guys are truly amazing. You know, the idea for me on talking about all this is for a number of reasons. First off, you know, I've been extremely open and transparent about my recovery. Everything that happens, the good, especially the good, and even the bad, as to the very bad. And I did that because, why? You know, if America's opioid epidemic killed 5-6 million people, right? You know, then there has to be that, if not more, in survivors, right? And America's opioid epidemic produced far more than victims. It produced survivors just like me. So I was very open about everything, and I was assured that my addiction could not have done this. Like, this is just a thing that happened. There's, you know, it is what it is. It's cancer. You know, and if you think about the chemicals we put in our food, the candy that we eat, you know, the whatever, and the fact that I was going in and out of bars and stuff since I was like 15, performing 16, performing, you know, exposed to secondhand smoke, you know, not to mention all the weed and that I smoked myself. I mean, the soda and everything, you know, and natural foods and preservatives and everything. You know, it's amazing we all don't have cancer, in my opinion. So it is what it is. But at least it wasn't my addiction. And that is cool. Now, I have decided to let you guys know what's going on, because the stigmas of that addiction and the fears of it, not to mention the lack of education. And, you know, I'm starting to really suspect that my doctor, you know, his apprehension and his challenges aren't coming from a bias or lack of education. I think that somewhere along the line, he dealt with someone and it didn't go so good, or whatever the situation was, because there's a difference. And, you know, you can't really knock a person for being human, right? It doesn't matter if they're a doctor. Police are human, EMT are human, you know, government officials, you name it. We are all human and we have the same problems and things that happen. So this is a great opportunity for me to help him get past some things, right? And to learn, so that the next person that he deals with, more than likely there's more than just me, right? And it's a great opportunity. So I'm kind of passing on the things that have occurred with that and how that's been an obstacle at times. I think we're kind of past that for now. But, you know, I mean, I'm sure that with this situation going on, it's going to get worse before it gets better. So I'm assuming that that challenge will come up again. Hopefully not. But I just wanted to give you guys an update. And thank you for all the warm wishes and everything. You know, it is so awesome to have. It's been like, it touches my heart. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. You know, this is a pretty dark situation. You know, of all the types of cancers you can get, this is not any of the kind you want. And so I have a battle ahead of me one way or the other, cancerous or not, because of this situation. So I think that I'm in trouble. But is it the kiss of death? We shall see. But I think that it's on the table for sure, based off of my experiences today. Now, I could be sensitive, but I will tell you this, that, you know, I was in very wonderful spirits in there. I was joking. I think we even talked about this whole spiel about how they think they found Jim Morrison working as some type of repairman in France or some shit like that. And where he had a mole, he now has a scar, and it's like really eerily close. And there must be something to it, because they actually talked to the guy and all this other shit. So, you know, you figure there's enough there to have the controversy. I talked about that with the nurse and music with the doctor. So I was in good spirits. So to have people kind of come back with that, you know, I think that's body language, right? You know, you can say words, but your body behavior never lies, ever. So that being said and done, I think I'm going to let you good folks go. I'm not sure how long this video is. It's looking like, I don't know. Can't tell. Too long. So you guys have a great day, and thanks for sticking with me on my journey. I just wanted you to be up to speed on what's going on. The next video I will do will be after I get the information. Okay? But I'm okay. I'm doing well. I'm in good spirits. I just took some pain medicine to deal with the soreness I got going on. And, you know, I really hope I can get just a really good night's sleep in. I mean, I'm desperate for that at this point. And if I could start getting some food in without suffering, I'm desperate for that too. But one step at a time, right? And all I can really do is just hope for the best and go for it, right? So I'll keep you guys posted one way or the other. And thanks for hanging with me. And I appreciate all the love and the support and everything that everybody's been showing me. You guys have a wonderful day or night or morning. And thanks for all your love and support. I will see you next time. Bye.